විනාඩි 10-15 අපිට ලැබෙනවා. බොහොමත්ම ස්තුතියි වෙසිය. Very big thank you to Mr. Sarath Gamai. Could you please put your hands together and say thank you once again. හොඳයි. මේ motivation එකත් සමග අප දැන් සූදානම් වෙනවා Petlas Awards Night 2020 නිල වැඩ කටයුතු ආරම්භ කරන්න. So we are getting ready for the commencement of the official proceedings of Petlas Awards Night 2020. All right, looks like we've come to the moment you've been waiting for, because we can see a lot of excitement just outside the ballroom. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing the arrival of our chief guest and the guests of honor. We're really delighted by the arrival of our chief guest, Mr. Abdul Kadir Ozcan, member of the board of directors of the Accor group. Could you please put your hands, ladies and gentlemen, for our chief guest and also a guest of honor, Her Excellency Demet Sekercioglu, the ambassador for Turkey in Sri Lanka. And also we have the presence of Mr. Emrich Aydin, the regional sales manager, Petlas Tyre Corporation, Turkey. And also we have the presence of Mr. Rajiv Bhargava, the Chief Executive Officer of Alpha MEA General Trading LLC Dubai. And also we have them being accompanied by Mr. Perera, the Managing Director of Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, and Madam Priyanta Perera, Director, and also the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Yasiru Perera. Aibowan. It is customary that we greet each other by saying Aibowan in Sri Lanka. And the meaning of Aibowan is wish you long life. Aibowan, and welcome to the Petlas Awards Night 2020. Yes, indeed, it's the Petlas Dealer Awards 2020, and our focus is in fact recognizing the valued contribution that you as business partners or dealers have contributed to making Petlas a very accepted and a very well renowned and a popular brand in Sri Lanka. And also, this is in fact a way of the Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, the sole authorized distributor for Petlas in Sri Lanka, saying thank you to our valued dealers and business partners. We're going to begin our evening, this wonderful evening of celebration, by playing the national anthem of Sri Lanka, followed by the national anthem of Turkey. As we would like to request you, ladies and gentlemen, to kindly rise from your seats for the national anthem of Sri Lanka, followed by the national anthem of Turkey. Thank you very much. You may be seated, ladies and gentlemen. Take your seats and make yourselves comfortable. Now, before we begin any important function in Sri Lanka, it is a custom that we ceremonially light an oil lamp. Now, you must be wondering where the oil lamp is. Well, we do not have a physical oil lamp in front of you, but we are going to light a lamp. And this lamp is going to be a digital lamp. Now, before we started the official program, we had a motivational speaker, and he was talking about how digitalization has invaded our lives, and whether we like it or not, we need to be able to see the change and adopt to the change, and technology has definitely progressed in huge leaps and bounds. So, signifying that too, we'll be lighting this digital lamp. So we would like to now invite a couple of very important people on stage, because we'll be providing you a clicker, and with that clicker you will see the digital lamp which will come alive or be lit on the screen. We would like to firstly invite our chief guest, Mr. Abdul Kadir Ozcan, the member of the board of directors of ACO Group Turkey. We also take this opportunity inviting a guest of honor this evening, Her Excellency Demet Sekercioglu, the ambassador for Turkey in Sri Lanka. We also take this opportunity inviting Mr. Ernich Aydin, the regional sales manager, Petlas Tyre Corporation Turkey, Mr. Rajiv Bhargava, the chief executive officer of Alpha MEA General Trading LLC Dubai, Mr. Ruan Perera, the managing director of Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, Madam Priyanta Perera, director of Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, and also Mr. Yasiru Perera, the chief executive officer. And representing our valued dealers, we would like to invite Mr. Newton Pieris, representing MJR Pieris and Sons Private Limited, Mr. UP Vasanta Perera of UNH Wheel Service Private Limited, Mr. Champika Agalkadarachi of CIN Distributors, and also Mr. Kitsiri Bandara of Supiri Tyre House, Mr. P.H. Dharmasiri of Dharmasiri Tyre House, Mr. Nishant Basnayaka of Rajagiri Motors and Services Private Limited, Mr. Mohammed Ziam of Abdeen Tyre Service, and Mr. Nanda Kumara of Nanda Tyre House. So, you'll be provided a clicker at one point of time, and with the click, you'll be lighting one of the lamps that you see on screen. Api හැමෝම නවීන තාක්ෂණය වැළඳ ගන්නා වූ කාලයකයි අප මේ ජීවත් වන්නේ. ඒට අනුකූලව සාම්ප්‍රදායානුකූල පොල්තෙල් පහර වෙනුවට අද අපි දැල්වන්නේ ඩිජිටල් පානක්. Oh yes, we are done. Could you please put your hands together? We're done with the lighting of that digital lamp. So it's done and complete. And you who are seated can have a good look at the digital lamp that was just lit. Thank you, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Now this, as you know, is an evening of celebration. It is an evening of celebration. When you do something very successfully, you get this sense of job satisfaction into your system. And this job satisfaction, or the satisfaction and pride, becomes doubled and trebled when someone looks at what you have done very well and when that someone recognizes you for what you have achieved and for what you have done. So, as business partners, very closely and very effectively working with the Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, you know that you have done a humongous task in making sure that this world-renowned Petlas brand is, taken to every nook and corner of Sri Lanka, and you have done your role very effectively as business partners or dealers. So firstly, you need to give yourselves a big round of applause. Come on, put your hands together louder for you, business partners. And in fact, thanks to your effort, we understand that Petlas has become the #1 off-the-road tire in Sri Lanka, and in fact coming very effectively into the PCR segment as well, and it's in fact very well recommended by the government of Sri Lanka, by the hospitals, by the health ministry, for ambulances, for freezer trucks, and very important activities. And you ask, what's the tire? And the answer, the inevitable, unanimous answer has been Petlas. How has this been possible? It has been possible because of your dedication. Firstly, we need to say a huge thank you to the Perera Tyre Service Private Limited for this wonderful connection that they have built between the principals and the Sri Lankan base, and also this great effort has been taken. This mechanism has been taken forward to every nook and corner of Sri Lanka by you, the valued dealers and business partners. So, talking of the Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, you know that it commenced humble beginnings in the early 80s, and we're talking of 4 decades, and in fact, with a vision of becoming the most desired tire solutions provider, and also with the aim of hugely diversifying businesses in Sri Lanka. So once again, we take this opportunity in congratulating Perera Tyre Service Private Limited for this wonderful entrepreneurial magic that they have created over the last 4 decades. We're now going to have a gentleman who's going to welcome you officially to this Petlas Awards Night 2020. So this gentleman is in fact the second generation of Perera Tyre Service Private Limited. Yes, I'm correct when I say that, because we have our Chief Executive Officer of Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, Mr. Yasiru Perera, who will welcome you officially. Paminister Nobu Silu Dinama, Nilavashan Piliganimit Apagi Aradane, Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, Ayatane Pradhana, Vidhak Nildartuman, Yasiru Perera Mahatma. Could you please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Perera on stage?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is so honor and privilege for me to welcome you all for the Petlas Awards Night 2020. It is so wonderful to see you all here in this night. So, I'm deeply honored to welcome Mr. Abdul Kadir Ozcan, the Director of ACO Group and Petlas Tyre Corporation, to visit us as the chief guest in this event. And also I will be so grateful to welcome Her Excellency Demet Sekercioglu, the Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey for Sri Lanka, to joining with us as the guest of honor. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Next, I would like to welcome Mr. Ernik Aydin, the Regional Sales Manager of Petlas Tyre Corporation. Also, I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Rajiv Bhargava, the CEO of Alpha Mia General Trade in Dubai. I appreciate your presence in this night. The Perera Tyre Services Private Limited started its business 4 decades back as a small business venture. Now today, it has become a pioneer institute in Sri Lanka. Throughout the past years, one man worked hard, tirelessly, and lead the company to his vision. Today, his vision became a success. He is none other than my father, Mr. Juan Perera, the Managing Director of Perera Tyre Service Private Limited. I'd like to welcome him to this night. We have been reached the current level due to commitment and the loyalty of our long-standing business partners. It is tremendous privilege and inspiration to associate with such a committed group of people like you. You are the foundation of our company. We always treat you as one family. Every day we go from strength to strength. This awards night symbolize and appreciate your hard work. We are proud to announce that we have take one step further in each year. That's our endeavor. We are committed to offer the best products and services to our customers. The Petlas brand is one of the leading brands that we offer to all of you. With your support, we are being able to be the market leader in OTR segment. In this year, we are more focused on PCR segment with the Petlas brand. So we being the second generation, we rely on you, and I think you will support you in the future. Thank you.
That has currently earned the name as a pioneer company in the tire field, started its business in the mid-80s with the aim of supplying tires, tubes, and vehicle spare parts for vehicle owners in the area. Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, which started its journey in Malawi 4 decades back, is accepted in the local market as well as the international market today, and has reached successful heights in both the tire and hotel and hospitality industry. This company has a proud vision, that is to be the most desired tire solution provider in Sri Lanka with the perspective of safety, environmental awareness and economy, targeting the next generation with world-class products and unmatched services. Perera Tyre Service leads as a first-class tire company in the island as a result of the unique efforts of one special person. He is Mr. Ruan Perera, the founder and managing director of Perera Tyre Service Private Limited, a skillful, active, friendly character who takes wise decisions at the correct moment for the development of the business. Following his footsteps is his son, Yasiru Perera, as director. His keenness and activeness in the trade is highly commendable.
Yes, a well-deserved round of applause. That's the magic of Petlas. Petlas monataram vishal, එහෙම නැත්නම් මොනතරම් වැදගත් විරුද්ධ නාමයක්ද කියලා කිව්වොත් ෆයිටර් ජෙට් එක දක්වා ටයර් හදන සමාගමක් කියපුවම ඔබට දැනෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ ඩීලර්ස්ලා හැටියට ව්‍යාපාරික හවුල්කරුවන් හැටියට මම ඔබට පෙට්ලාස් ගැන අමුතුවෙන් කිව යුතු නැහැ. මොකද ඔබ හොඳ ආකාරව දන්නවා. මොකද ඔබ ඊටාත්ම විශ්වසනීයව ඔබගේ කස්ටමර්ස්ලා පෙට්ලාස් හඳුන්වා දීලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් පෙට්ලාස් ගැන අමුතුවෙන් කිය යුතු නැහැ. මට දැනගන්න ලැබුණා 2018 ඔබට අවස්ථාව ලැබුණා තුර්කියට යන්න. තුර්කියට ගිහිල්ලා අර ටුවර් එක අතරතුර ටෙස්ට් ට්‍රැක් එකේ මම හිතන්නේ පපුව අතට එන එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකක් ඒ ඩ්‍රයිවිං එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකකුත් ඔබට විඳින්න ලැබුණා කියලා මට දැනගන්න ලැබෙනවා කරුණාකර අධ්‍යක්ෂතුමන්ගෙන්. ඉතින් ඊටාත්ම සුවිශේෂී දවසක් අද. ඉතින් ඔබගේ විශිෂ්ටත්වය වෙනුවෙන් පෙට්ලාස් පමණක් නෙවෙයි අර සඳහන් වුණු සියලුම නිෂ්පාදන පාරිභෝගිකයා අතට ඔබගේ පාරිභෝගිකයා අතට ගෙන යාමේ දක්ෂතාවය අගයන්නයි මේ සුන්දර රාත්‍රිය අපි සංවිධානය කරලා තියෙන්නේ. අප දැන් සූදානම් වෙනවා අපගේ ප්‍රධාන ආරාධිත අමුත්තන් එතුමාගේ කතාව සඳහා වේදිකාවට ආරාධනා කිරීමට. ඇත්තටම පෙට්ලාස් කියන නම මේ විශාල සමූහයේ එක් කොටසක්. ඔබ දන්නවා මේ සමූහයේ නම ඔබ දන්නවා ඇකෝ ගෲප් එහෙම නැත්නම් ඇකෝ සමූහය. තුර්කියේ ඉතාමත්ම ජනප්‍රිය ඉතාමත්ම ප්‍රචලිත ව්‍යාපාරික සමූහයක්. ඒ සමූහයේ ව්‍යාපාර එහෙම නැත්නම් අධ්‍යක්ෂ මඩුල්ලේ සමාජිකයෙක් තමයි අපගේ ප්‍රධාන ආරාධිත අමුත්තන්. ඉතින් එවැනි කෙනෙක් මේ උත්සවයට පැමිණීම අපිට ඉතාමත්ම ලොකු ගෞරවයක්. We are really honored and privileged to have a person of this caliber to be our chief guest this evening, because we have the very famous, well-respected, hugely diversified ACO group of Turkey. And as we understand, Petlas is one component of this huge diversified business of ACO. And we are really honored by a member of the board of directors who is here to grace this occasion as our chief guest. So we now take this opportunity in very warmly inviting our chief guest on stage. Could you please put your hands together and welcome on stage Mr. Abdul Kadir Ozcan, our chief guest.
Good evening. Our well partners, it's a real pleasure for me to be here and have the opportunity of addressing you personally for the first time. ACO Group is a corporation with multiple abilities in different sectors like construction, service, and automotive. Our strongest part is on automotive sector for producing batteries, rims, and mainly tires in Turkey. Also, ACO Group is a leader tire distributor in Turkey. Petlas was founded in 1976 and it's our main company under the ACO Group. Petlas always working very hard to find the best tire solutions for our customers. With this objective, we became one of the biggest companies in Turkey. With more than 40 years of experience, we produce wide range of tires for many different needs, from passenger cars to even aircrafts. Today, we produce 13 million tires in a year and export most of them over 100 countries. We are working in Sri Lanka for more than 15 years and we done many things together. I believe we will achieve a lot more in the future. So I would like to thank you for your support and invite you to grow more and more together. Thank you. Good evening.
අපගේ ප්‍රධාන ආරාධිත අමුත්තන් ACO තුර්කයේ ACO සමාගමේ අධ්‍යක්ෂ මණ්ඩලයේ සමාජික අබ්දුල් කාදිර් ඔස්කාන් එතුමා සඳහන් කළ පරිදි 1976 ආරම්භ වන පෙට්ලාස් ACO සමාගමේ ඉතාමත්ම වැදගත් ව්‍යාපාරික අංශයක්. ඒ වගේම ඔහු සඳහන් කරා ඔබ සියලු දෙනා දන්නවා මෝටර් කාරකේ ඉඳලා ගුවන් යානාව දක්වා මුළුම පරාසයටම අවශ්‍ය ටයර් පෙට්ලාස් සමාගමෙන් නිෂ්පාදනය කරනවා. ඒ වගේම එතුමා සඳහන් කර පරිදි වසරකට ටයර් මිලියන 13ක් නිෂ්පාදනය කරන අතර රටවල් 100කට අධික රටවල් සංඛ්‍යාවකට පෙට්ලාස් ටයර් අපනයනය එහෙම නැත්නම් එක්ස්පෝර්ට් කරනවා. ශ්‍රී ලංකාව එක රටක් මේ රටවල් 100කට අධික රටවල් සංඛ්‍යාවෙන් එක රටක්. නැවතරක් එතුමන් සඳහන් කරනවා ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සමග ගනුදෙනු කිරීම ඉතාමත්ම සතුටු දෙයක් බව. ඒ වගේම ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සමග තවත් හොඳින් ගනුදෙනු කිරීමට එතුමා කැමැත්තෙන් සිටින බව එතුමා සඳහන් කරනවා. We say a big thank you to Mr. Abdul Kadir Ozcan, our chief guest, the member of the board of directors of the very famous ACO group. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your presence and also for your kind words. හොඳයි. අපි න්‍යාය පත්‍රයේ මීළඟ අංගය අපි ලස්සන නර්තනයකටයි මේ සූදානම් වන්නේ. So we're getting ready for a fabulous dance item because we have the Ramod with cool steps to give you a dance item. So let's have a cool round of applause for Ramod with cool steps.
තනිවෙලා මෙසේ නාඩන්නිතින් සුඳුරී මගේ නොසිතා සිතා අතීතේයදා බිඳුනාට මනිමේ කලා පිළිගන්නේ මා නුඹ සීතාවසේ හද මන්දිරේ සලසලා
පන්දම රැගෙන යන්න එන්නවා හදවතට නිතු දැහැන් බිඳින ආරන් සලුව ඇඳ ලිය තමර ලෙලවා හද මඩලට දෙන්න මැනිකේ මගේ පපුවට කින්දර හදවත පතුලේ කුබෙර මෙවුනේ තම්දෙන තානේ නේනා අනේ මගේ යකුනේ නට පන්හනිකේ තම්දෙන තානේ නේ තානේ නේ තානේ ඉන්න වට බැඳව මුතු පොට සැලෙන කොට පන්දම දැවෙනවා හදගින් ලබාගෙන එහි කලුව එනවානුද නැතිතාට සිතහසම පුරවා අන්දකාරක මේ දුරදිවි කතරේ අතරමඟදි දැකලා නැති රුවකට නැත ගැටුනේ කතරක වැසි වැටෙනාදනේ නෞකාවේ
That was a cool one, don't you think so? Ramod with cool steps. Can we have a cool round of applause? හොඳයි. දැන් ටයර් එකක් ලබා ගන්න, මිලදී ගන්න ඔබගේ සාප්පුවට එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔබගේ ෂෝරූම් එකට එන කෙනෙක් පෙට්ලාස් ටයර් එකක් ඉල්ලනකොට ඔහුට හමු වෙන්නේ පෙට්ලාස් ටයර් එකේ ටයර් කෝපරේෂන් එකේ කරුණාකාර අධ්‍යක්ෂතුමා හෝ ඒ නියෝජිතයෙක් නෙමෙයි. ඔහුට රුවන් පෙරේරා මහත්මයාවත් හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් ඔහුගේ කන්ටැක්ට් එක ඔබ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔබ ඇත්තටම පෙට්ලාස් නාමේ බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් ඇම්බැසඩර් කෙනෙක් ඔබගේ ප්‍රදේශයේ එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔබගේ සාප්පුවේ. ඉතින් කස්ටමර් ඔබගේ කඩේට එන්නේ, ඔබගේ ෂෝරූම් එකට එන්නේ ඔබ කියන දේ ගැන විශ්වාසයක් තියෙන නිසා. ඔබ ඒ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක ගැන හොඳ දැනීමක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒ විශ්වාසය කස්ටමර්ට දැනෙනවා. ඒ නිසා තමයි you will see customer coming into your showroom over and over again. එතකොට තමයි අපිට කස්ටමර්ස්ව රඳවලා තියාගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. Right? So in order to do that මේ දේ කරගන්න අපිට අවශ්‍යයි ඒ බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් එක ගැන ඒ නිෂ්පාදනය ගැන හොඳ දැනීමක්. ඒ දැනීමක් ඒ ෆීචර්ස් ඒ සියලු දේ දන්න නිසා තමයි ඔබට පුළුවන් බොහොම බය නැතුව බොහොම ආඩම්බරෙන් ඒ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක කස්ටමර්ට ප්‍රොමෝට් කරන්න. right. දැන් එහෙම කරන්න අපට අවශ්‍යයි දත්ත. මම හිතන්නේ අලුත්ම ප්‍රවණතාවයන් පෙට්ලාස් සමාගම පෙට්ලාස් ටයර් කෝපරේෂන් එකේ අලුත්ම ප්‍රවණතාවයන් අලුත්ම නිවුස් අපිට දැනගන්න ඔන්න හොඳම අවස්ථාව. මොකද පෙට්ලාස් ටයර් කෝපරේෂන් තුර්කියේ පෙට්ලාස් ටයර් කෝපරේෂන් එකේ කලාපීය විකුණුම් කළමනාකාරතුමන් මේ උත්සවයට සහභාගී වෙනවා. එතුමාගේ කෙටි ඉදිරිපත් කිරීමකටයි අප මේ සූදානම් වන්නේ. So we have a Petlas presentation that will be done by the regional sales manager for Petlas Tyre Corporation Turkey. He's here and we'd like to now very warmly invite him for the presentation. Could you please put your hands together for Mr. Ernest Iron.
Hello everybody. First of all, I personally met with some of you in Turkey. It was my honor to be in here with all your friends. Thank you so much. Today, Petlas is having the OTR segment in the Sri Lanka, and mostly in the backhaul orders, we are dominating the market. We are working with the Perera Tyre Service for very long years, and to be honest, they are a great family, they are great people, and they have the full of business ethics that we are always looking for in our relationships. So I want to thank you again in here. Today, we're gonna have some presentation. It will be a little bit technical. I'm sorry for the ladies and I'm sorry for the children as well. And I know you are hungry a little bit, so please accept my apologies in advance. As Mr. Abdul Kadir Ozcan mentioned in his speech, we are producing 13 million of tires each year, and we are increasing our capacities every day one by one. 7 million of this number is only for PCR, SUV, and LTR groups that we are calling consumer tire section. So today we're going to have this presentation on this group, and we are looking for a big achievement in the market in this section, hopefully, with your helps. In PCR section, first of all our tires are having under manufacture with three main focus: safety, handling and braking performance, comfort, less noise and driving pleasure, and also durability, strong carcass, and structure resistance. These are the main three vital sections in our productions. And of course, there are some more things depending to the segments. For example, long mileage in the commercial sites, or high performance and, to be honest, visual impression in UHP groups as well. So let's have a look, starting with the PCR. First and foremost, tires play an essential role in the safety of our vehicles. Whatever we drive or which brand of car we drive, tires are the only parts that connects us to the land. So it needs to have a great quality and safety, and of course, we are doing all these things within a comfort. The elegant PT311. This is the entry level, the budget segment that we are calling. It's focusing between 13-inch up to 15-inch, the main entry level. But of course, we are not having any compromise in three aspects. It has to be safety and durability. Imperium PT515. This is the mid segment of our PCR tires, starting from R13 as well, up to R17 sizes. It has wide shoulder, which enables exceptional cornering performance at high speeds and provide resistance against wear. Designed and produced with the latest technology to provide the good mileage and excellent braking performance. It is one of our favorite patterns in the Sri Lanka as well, with the great value performance ratio. We have the ProGreen PT 525, which is designed to be more fuel efficient thanks to its low rolling resistance. But also it guarantees the safety and the durability as well. And the strongest point, the strongest pattern in our portfolio for the PCR tires is the Velox Sport. The Velox Sport PT 741, who desires the superb in handling and grip at high speeds while keeping the comfort and safety. Velox Sport is an asymmetrical pattern which helps perfect grip in wet conditions as well as in dry conditions, which is a highly required situation, especially for the UHP classes. You know, the tire needs to be very solid on every kind of condition on the land. So in the wet condition, there can be immediate wet conditions without rain, so you need to have the control on your car. Also, the Velox Sport has the wider shoulders according to the other segments. It increases the surface contact, which returns in high cornering performance. And being the top of the patterns, the Velox Sport has also run flat solutions as well, starting from radial 16-inch up to 20 inches. Yeah. As you can see in this image, the center block contacts the surface and provides a stable, balanced drive over there at the midsection. We have also intensely designed outer sides. It helps us to provide better grip on dry and wet roads, as I mentioned. Well, when the road ends, the journey begins. It means it's time for the SUV tires and 4x4. PT411, it's the first of the SUV tires. As you know, due to its aerodynamical limitations and as well as the higher chassis in the USVs, the control is harder than the normal cars. So you need to trust your tires. Tires have the vital part to keep the car on the road, but of course, if you want looking for a weekend adventure, you can have the off-road as well. So we have the solutions. Exploro PT411 all-weather. It's an all-weather on-road tire suitable for use in 4 seasons with exceptional traction and comfort. It is the entry level of the SUV tires, mostly designed for the on-road solutions. PT421. It is an all-terrain tire. As you can see, the block pattern helps us to make very strong off-road performance. It has a special shoulder design. It also helps us on better traction in sand and mud conditions, which are vital as well. And PT431. This is the classy one, and as we can say, the high-end one in the SUV tires that we are really doing very well all around the world. This is the high-performance tire of the SUVs, the luxury cars, as we can say. Most of us using the SUVs in the on-road, in city, and we sometimes having some overspeeds, but in some cases we need to have immediate braking or we need to have very good cornering, so we find all of these aspects in one pattern. It is the PT431. You can have the superb comfort as well, because most of us are also using these big tires to have some comfort. Right now, we will also have the LTR group as well. Full power, full profit, because the LTR means profit in your business. All the Petlas tires offer long service life under the heavy loads without compromising handling and safety. I always mention safety, safety, because it's the main part of our life, of our business. You will enjoy the business while you're saving the profit with the Petlas LTR tires. Here is the first pattern that we have, PT835. It's an ultimate summer tire that we are doing all around the world, which is also very suitable in Sri Lankan market as well. Actually, all our LTR tires are doing exceptionally good all around the world, and the summer performances are very high. PT835, it has a better grip and traction on wet and dry surfaces with the help of the Z-shaped patterns over there. Wider tread area ensures even pressure on the center and the shoulders, which helps long life on the tire without wearing middle or end side. Also safety while driving. In the higher sizes in this section, we are also using the aramid belt, which is a highly expensive compound, but again, we have the safety first. So aramid belt is also under the use of our PT835 bigger sizes. And the final one, PT8325. This is our main pattern in all our LTR groups, which is exceptionally having good performance on the 5 continents. Yes, even in the very snowy lands, up to very hot seasons, we are doing very good with this pattern as well. Deep threads and straight ribs provide excellent handling in any kind of weather condition. So you can trust the Petlas LTRs on every kind of situation. So I try to make it as fast as possible because this is an award night, so I don't want to keep you busy with all these technical details. Before I end my speech, I want to say that we have a duty to share our expertise in those groups in Sri Lanka. The consumer groups are our main and vital groups that we are performing exceptionally all around the world. And we need to share our expertise in Sri Lanka as well. So we need to expand our business all together. We will be always in need of your support because you are our partners, you are in the family. We have the passion. All of us have the passion, and we can achieve whatever we want if we can work harder and harder. I always say one thing, support is never one-sided, so it has to be mutual, bilateral. So Petlas is ready to support, and we are also expecting your biggest support as you are always doing in all these years. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and I wish you a best night. Enjoy the night. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. The Regional Sales Manager for Petlas Tyre Corporation Turkey, Mr. Ernich Aydin. Thank you, sir. Let's put our hands together and say one more time, a huge thank you to Mr. Aydin. හොඳයි. එතුමා සඳහන් කරා ඔන්න ඔබට අලුත් challenge එකක් ඒ වගේම ඔබගේ ව්‍යාපාරය තව තවත් expand කරන්න වර්ධනය කරගන්න ඔන්න හොඳම අවස්ථාව. මොකද Petlas ඔබ දන්නවා off the road segment එක ඔබට ගොඩක් පුරුදු segment එකක්. නමුත් ඒක විතරක් නෙමෙයි ඔබ දන්නවා තව ඔබට පුළුවන් ඔබගේ ව්‍යාපාර expand කරගන්න PCR LTR category එක තව තවත් වර්ධනය කරගන්න ඔබට අවස්ථාව තියෙනවා. models කීපයක් සඳහන් කරා විශේෂයෙන්ම ආරක්ෂාව සුව පහසු සහ ඒ වගේම ඒ tyres වල ආකර්ෂණීය භාවය ගැන ගොඩක් highlights කෙරුණා. ඉතින් ඔන්න ඔබට හොඳම අවස්ථාව මේ segment එකටත් ඔබගේ අවධානය යොමු කරලා ඔබගේ ව්‍යාපාරය දියුණු කරගන්න. ඒ වගේම එතුමා සඳහන් කරා මේ support එක mutual. ඒ කියන්නේ අන්‍යෝන්‍ය support එකක් වේ යුතුයි කියලා. මොකද Petlas සමාගම සූදානම් ඔබට අවශ්‍ය සහයෝගය ලබා දෙන්න. ඉතින් එතුමන් ඔබගෙන් ඉල්ලනවා ව්‍යාපාරික හවුල්කලුන් හැටියට ඔබගේ සපෝට් එකත් ලබා දෙන්න පෙට්ලාස් නාමයට. ඒ හරහා මේ අන්‍යෝන්‍ය සපෝට් එක හරහා මේ අන්‍යෝන්‍ය සහයෝගය හරහා ඔබට පුළුවන් වින් වින් සිටුේෂන් එකක් ඔබටත් ඒ වගේම පෙට්ලාස් නාමයටත් අයත් කර දෙන්න. හොඳයි. අපිට පුළුවන් ඩීලර් කෙනෙක් හැටියට සමාගමක් හැටියට නිෂ්පාදනයක් ගැන යම් දේවල් කතා කරන්න. නමුත් අවසානයේ මේ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක අරගෙන පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ කස්ටමර්. ඉතින් අපි ඇත්තටම කස්ටමර් කෙනුත් අහන්න ඕන මේ වෙළඳ නාමය ගැන කස්ටමර් දරන අදහස කුමක්ද කියලා. So it is very important that whilst promoting the product to the customer, it is very important that we get a feedback from the customer as to what he or she feels about Petlas. Have a look at the screen.
Okay, hi, how are you? And I'm Marin Madhav. I'm a national tour guide and also I'm the property of Lankan Travels and Tours. And I'm just in this business for now 12 years continuously. And I have on my 15 cars at the moment. And I'm just going to introduce you some European tire, and it's called Petlas Tires. It's one of the most famous tire company in the world. And I use Petlas Tires for all of my vehicles. And you can use nearly 80,000 kilometers from one tire, and that's a big difference from when we compare it to the other tires in Sri Lankan market. And I'm just inviting you to use the Petlas tires, and please feel the difference, and you will be continuous to use that. Thank you very much.
So there you go. This is what the customers have to say about Petlas and their experience with Petlas. This is very, very important. And one person highlighted the fact that it is a product with zero complaints, no complaints at all. Very encouraging. Okay, with that, we are getting ready for the key area in this event, because it is the Dealer Awards Night 2020. So we are in fact going to focus the 2019 Excellence. දෙදහස් නහදාමේ ඔබගේ විශිෂ්ටත්වය වෙනුවෙන් පිදෙන සම්මානවලටයි සම්මාන ප්‍රදානයටයි අප මේ යන්න සූදානම්. පෙට්ලාස් පමණක් නෙමෙයි, ඔබ දන්නවා ඔබගේ ෂෝරූම් එකේ Perera Tyre Service ආයතනයේ සමග ගනුදෙනු කරන ඔබට ලැබී තිබෙනවා ලොව සුපතල තවත් නිෂ්පාදන. කෙටියෙන් කිව්වොත් ඔබගේ ආයතනයේ තියෙනවා චායවාන් tire චීනේ number one tire manufacturer in China. ඒ වගේම global ranking වල අංක 10 තිබෙන tire එකක් චායවාන්. ඒ වගේම Toyama චීනේ tire එකක්, නමුත් ජපාන් ටෙක්නොලොජි එක ජපාන් තාක්ෂණය සමග මුසු වෙන tire එක Toyama. ඒ වගේම තායිලන්තයේ Otani. ඒ වගේම චීනේ Agate tire එක. ඒ වගේම Agate tire ගැන කතා කරනකොට ඔබ දන්නවා truck and bus sector එකේ ඉතාමත්ම ජනප්‍රිය tire එකක් in the top 5 in China. ඒ වගේම 3A චීන නිෂ්පාදනයේ 3A, which is a tire which talks of durability, comfort and also affordability. And also the Starmax tire from Starmax, the Korean tube, which is also a very important item in the tire service. And in fact, the Starmax Korean tube is also renowned for zero defects recorded with a very high quality. And also for all vehicles, talking of tubes, we have the Maruti India tubes. And we're really delighted and honored by the presence of Mr. Rajiv Bhargava, the Chief Executive Officer of Alpha MEA General Trading LLC Dubai. Let's put our hands together and say thank you to Mr. Bhargava for gracing this occasion, and also for the fashionable customer, the person who in fact looks at appearance, fashion and attraction. We have the alloy wheels that you are very familiar with, the double X10, which comes in very attractive designs.